Asuka, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's Revenge.
My name is Kotami, and I'm a housewife. Oh, Kotami? I sent you some rice the other day. Has it arrived? Yeah, it's a huge amount. My parents are rice farmers, so they send us rice like this regularly. Kotako's still small. We can't consume this much. Why don't you send some to Kenji's parents too, then? Yeah, I guess I could. I got married to Kenji 6 years ago. We have a kid named Kotako who goes to kindergarten. To send the rice my parents sent me to my in-laws, I called my mother-in-law. So, it would be a big help if you could accept it. Oh, really? Buying rice at the supermarket is a hassle, so it's a big help. I'll take it without hesitation then. Yes, please. I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll be waiting. Oh, I'd also like to see videos of Kotako at Sports Day. Sure, I'll bring that DVD too. The other day, Kotako had a sports day at the kindergarten, and I've got a DVD of the event on video. I've decided to take the rice and the DVD to the house the next day. The next day, I drove to the house, which was 10 minutes away, to deliver the promised items, but I have some delicious snacks. Why don't you come in? I'd like to watch the DVD too. She said that and invited me to her house. I didn't have any particular plans after this, and I just have to go and pick up my child from nursery school, but I still had plenty of time to spare. I guess I will then. So I went up to her house, and while eating snacks, we finished watching the DVD of the sports day. Wow, Kotako's fast. I know. She's first. Kotako's amazing. But it seems that these days, sports days don't really decide rankings and such. Really? It's a shame. She worked so hard. As I was chatting with my mother-in-law about sports day while watching the footage, I'm home. Oh, Nana's back from work. Oh, is that so? Nana is my brother-in-law's wife, and she lives with her husband and 2 daughters who go to kindergarten in my parents' house. Oh, hello, Nana. I greet Nana's son who came to the living room, but... What? Nana glared at me for a second and went upstairs to her room without a greeting. Huh? What was that all about? Who knows? She seems to be in a bad mood today. I see. I replied that, but I thought her attitude was a bit harsh. I decided to let it go, thinking it's better not to poke the bee's nest. After that, I continued to watch the video of my daughter's sports day with my mother-in-law, but then... My phone received a call, and when I looked at the screen... What? Nana? It was my brother-in-law's wife who had ignored my greeting and gone upstairs earlier. What does this mean? Not understanding the meaning, I showed my mother-in-law the phone screen. I'm not sure. It seems that even my mother-in-law doesn't understand, but I answered the phone. Hello? Then... What was that about? What? She was angry for some reason. Why are you angry? What are you doing trying to spite me? What? Spite you? What do you mean? Don't play dumb! How dare you watch videos of the sports day in our living room when Kaede couldn't even participate? What? She explained it to me, but I don't understand. Kaede is the name of their younger child. She couldn't participate in sports day? I've never heard of that before. I'm sorry. I really don't understand what you're talking about. Why don't we talk in person instead of on the phone? If I've done something to offend you, I apologize. I was being polite, but she just shouted, "Shut up," and hung up. What was that? I was stunned. Katie couldn't participate in the sports day? She was really angry at me watching the sports day footage in the living room. I tried explaining to my mother-in-law even though I really didn't understand. Oh. She seemed to make sense of it. What, do you understand? According to my mother-in-law, it seems that Katie did attend sports day, but she started crying before the race, and in the end, she couldn't participate in any of the events. Well, Katie is still young, and it's common for small children to do things like that, so I don't think there's any need to worry about it too much, but Nana seems to be worried. I see. I said that, but in my head, I wasn't convinced at all. Isn't she just taking it out on me? But it's a little strange that she's getting upset over this. Yeah, that's right. From there, the two of us watched the footage of our daughter's sports day, but Nana's earlier comment was on my mind, so I couldn't concentrate at all. Before I knew it, it was time to go and pick up my daughter from nursery school. Excuse me, mother-in-law, I have to get going. Oh, right. I'm sorry. It was nice I got to see Kotoko working so hard. I'm glad, but, I couldn't just go home like this. It's Nana, isn't it? I think she's in her room, so why don't you try talking to her? Can I? Then she led me to Nana's room and I gently knocked on the door. Nana, it's Kotami. I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't know about Katie, and if you were offended by that, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure whether I should be apologizing or not, but I decided to show some adult behavior for now. But... Shut up! Is it fun to boast about your daughter? Go home already! She shouted at me. My mother-in-law and I were both speechless. Oh my, Nana, why would you say something like that? That's right. You don't have to say that much. What? You're looking down on me? I bet you think you're the superior family or something. What? She said something completely incomprehensible. I couldn't take it anymore and I snapped. Please stop this nonsense. What's wrong with watching the video of my daughter's efforts with my mother-in-law? If you have a problem with it, why don't you just say it directly instead of locking yourself in a room? Then, as if in response to my words, the door slammed open. Shut up! You're not supposed to be relaxing in someone else's house in the first place. What? To these words, I was about to grab her by the hair when... Hey, Nana, that's enough. What's wrong with you? You're being so rude to your own family. Kotami brought rice to our house today in the first place. It's the same rice you eat. And yet you went straight into the room without saying hello, and then you started complaining on the phone, and now you're even using such dirty language. Or are you saying the rice that she brought is dirty too? If that's the case, I won't be preparing any rice for you. To my mother-in-law's words, I guess she was finally made to realize her mistake. She apologized in a small voice. I left the in-laws' house that day, but the nagging feeling in my heart didn't go away. I also reported it to my husband that night.
What? Nana?
That's right. Can you believe it?
Yeah, she usually seems so mild-mannered, so it's hard to believe.
Yeah, I was surprised she gets so hysterical when she gets angry.
I'll tell my brother about it too.
Yeah, could you? Even though we live 10 minutes away by car, we haven't had much interaction with them, so I thought it would be best to leave it be for now, but... A few days later...
Kenji, Kotomi, I'm sorry. Could you look after the kids for a while?
Brother-in-law, What's wrong? My brother-in-law suddenly came to our house with his 2 daughters.
What's wrong, brother? I'm sorry, Kenji. It'll be harmful for my daughters if this continues.
Harm?
It's Nana. She's been really crazy lately.
What? Apparently, his wife's outbursts have been getting more intense recently. What do you mean crazy?
I heard from Kenji, but she lashed out on Kotomi the other day, didn't she?
Well, yes.
She's always had a massive inferiority complex.
Inferiority complex?
Yes, she was apparently ridiculed by her classmates for being hopeless at both studying and sports from when she was young, and that made her feel frustrated. So she decided to get married at least. Apparently, she was one of the first of her friends to get married.
So she wanted to feel superior?
Looks like it.
I suppose some people think of marriage as a status symbol, but I wonder if that can really wipe away the feelings of inferiority you had as a student. So, what's the problem with Nana?
Yes. Actually, one of Nana's friends uploaded a photo of her child's sports day on a social networking site. When Nana saw it, she flipped out and started lashing out, saying, "Is she making fun of me?"
She said that to me too.
That's right. So when Nana's outburst became known even among her friends, she started to be avoided a little. I thought that if it got any bigger, it would affect the children too. So I decided to keep the kids away.
That's terrible. We can look after them. I'm just dumbfounded by the actions of my sister-in-law. But why is she so concerned about Kaede not being able to participate in sports day?
Well,
apparently, she felt quite superior to her friends of the same age who had married earlier. At the same time, she was also ridiculed by her friends for not being able to properly raise her child.
Well, she thought other moms were being jealous of her at first, but...
However, when Kaede was unable to participate in sports day because she cried, she felt like she'd been pushed into the position of being a mother who couldn't properly raise her child, and she felt inferior again. What? For something like that, it's not uncommon for kids to cry at a sports day.
That's right. Does that mean there were people saying such things behind her back? No, it's just Nana's imagination.
I can't believe she caused a stir like that.
That's right. So please, look after the kid for a while until she calms down.
Okay. And so we ended up looking after the 2 of them. However, 2 days later...
I'm sorry for causing you two so much trouble. We're getting a divorce.
What? My brother-in-law told us about the divorce.
How come? Was it impossible to fix things after all? We talked about it a lot after that. We have daughters, so I was thinking of getting back together with her. But when we talked about it...
I just wanted to get married at the time. It's not like I love you anyway.
What is that? You married me because you wanted people to be jealous of you?
Of course.
You... I can't continue my married life after being told that. That's why I decided to get a divorce.
But what about your daughters?
Of course, I'm gonna take care of them. It's no good being used as a tool to satisfy her desire to be approved. That's right. I think that's a good idea.
And my brother-in-law and his wife's divorce ended with Nana leaving the house, but in the very end, it's all your fault. You ruined my life. I got a call from Nana, who was angry with me. My fault? What did I do? I'm sorry, but kids aren't tools to satisfy a parent's desire for approval. To be honest, I think it was a good thing that you got a divorce for the sake of the children. You. So with this divorce, there's no need to be calling you. I'm going to block you after this call. Hey! I hung up on Nana without listening to her last words and blocked her. It would be terrible if I had a mother like that around. Fortunately, my nieces seem to be doing well without their mother, so I was relieved. Well, Mom's at home, so my brother should be fine.
Yeah.
Now that the person I didn't like is gone, I'm thinking of increasing the interaction between relatives from now on.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!